Hello, everybody. Hello, Backlads. Hello, 442. Hello, Ivan Pantelic. Welcome to the stream. Let me just take this off. Stream don't work for me. What do you mean, Ivan? What's wrong? Try and make sure everything's going good before we start. Everything should be good. The live stream, the health is good. My audio is working, I believe. So everything should be good. Just let me know if it's working for you, Ivan. We've got Yusuf in there. We've got Gabriel in there. Ivan says now it works. Maybe just you're not used to that little opening slide that I do at the start. Just give everybody a minute or two to get into the stream. Thanks for the shout out. No worries back, lads. Hey, you're in the chat, you're going to get a shout out. So for those of you who don't know what's going on here, or what we've been doing, or maybe you just missed the last last two streams, we're streaming a save with Newcastle United. We simmed through the championship. We're in the second season at the moment, and we're playing against Chelsea in this game away. Still will be simming a couple of games here or there, maybe the home games, but I'm feeling the away games maybe we'll play. Maybe between transfer windows it'll be a bit more sim heavy, but we'll just figure it out as we go, really. It's pretty much how I'd play career mode, but I'm just live streaming it. That's really the only difference. We've got Kristen says, hey Guardy, how you doing? I'm doing alright. Much earlier compared to some of the other streams I've done. It's just about to hit 1 a.m. here in Melbourne. I've been streaming at like 2:30 a.m. here, so definitely a little bit earlier for me. Hoping to get into bed by 2 tonight and get some sleep. Josh Kang is in the chat. What's going on? Matthew plays FIFA. How you going? Antonis Jr. 19. How are you? Rez is in the chat. We got Robin. We got a lot of people in the chat, actually. A lot of active people in the chat, which is good. What do you say? Just jump into the Chelsea game or give people another couple minutes to get in? I'll leave it up to you guys. If you guys want me to get into this game, I'm feeling this Chelsea game. We need to get our first win, but at the same time, we are recently promoted. Yes, we're Newcastle United. Yes, it is a big club, but we just got promoted from the championship. So, yeah, I'm feeling pretty happy with like a mid-table spot if we can get it. I think that's probably going to be the best that we can do. The football that we played in the last episode against Sunderland was very, very good. We had a really good game against Sunderland. I thought we played really well. So hopefully we can carry that into this game against Chelsea. Josh Kang is from Melbourne. I remember that. I remember back when we were doing the Journey streams. I think I remember you saying that you were from Melbourne. Everybody's just pretty much saying just do what you want or play. Do you play foot or just career mode, Josh? Honestly, I just play career mode this FIFA. At the start of FIFA 17, I was playing a bit. And that's usually what I do every FIFA, is maybe a few weeks I'm really into Ultimate Team. Yeah, but it's not something I do long term, Ultimate Team. If I feel like playing it, I'll play it for maybe couple weeks here, couple weeks there throughout the FIFA, but altogether maybe a month's worth I'll play of Ultimate Team throughout the FIFA life cycle. That's pretty much the lineup I'm going to go with. I'm not going to switch up too much. Yusuf says I'm from Sydney. Are you really? That's crazy. Everybody can let me know where they're from, actually. That'll be a nice little thing to get the chat going. Where are you from? Where are you watching right now? And what time is it? Kristen's also from Sydney, so you guys are definitely staying up late. It is summer, so it is holidays for us, which always helps. But we've got Ivan, who's from Belgrade in Serbia, which is a cool place. I'd love to go to Serbia one day. Matthew Plays is from Malta. Robin is from Czech Republic. Leon is from Melbourne. Jake's from Townsville. Yeah, I remember that, Jake. I remember you telling me that, mate. You're here for every single stream, aren't you? Doesn't matter how late it is, because I guess you guys are a little bit behind us, but still. Sweden, I'd love to go to Sweden one day. Ireland, cool. Wouldn't mind going to Ireland, actually. I'd love to do the whole British Isle thing. I'll move the mic so I don't have to tilt my head to see the chat, so you might have just heard something there. But Chelsea are a fantastic team, so this is definitely not going to be easy. My monitor's slightly facing down, which I'm not feeling. Pray for Townsville. Yeah, you guys have something going on up there. I saw on the news. I don't really pay attention too much, to be honest with you, but I'm assuming floods. I'm just assuming. Why can't I see episode 2 and 3? I have no idea. They should be live on the channel. They come up for me. So if you guys could just double check and check if episodes 2 and 3 are on the channel, that would be fantastic. England, it's 2 p.m. right now. English people, are you guys in school at the moment? What's going on with school? I never understand school with Americans and British people, because you guys get some time off, obviously, during Christmas. But how long is it? Because it's not your actual holidays. Your holidays are during the summer. So I always get a little bit confused, because for us, during Christmas, it is summer. So you have your summer break, which is like a month and a half or whatever it is, and Christmas happens during your summer break. So I get a bit confused when it comes to Americans and British people, anyone from the Northern Hemisphere. You guys, what do you get, like a week off for Christmas or something, or what's the deal there? Or maybe school in England's different. Maybe it's like in here where you have terms. But I know America, you just have one big year. Jake says, I would love floods. Doesn't rain ever. In Townsville, really? Our dam is at 15% capacity. That's crazy. I thought you guys just got monster rain up there. Josh Kang says, what difficulty am I playing on? World class. It's the one I like playing on when I'm just playing on my own, because you'll see a lot of career mode YouTubers complaining that it's easy to take down the computer, but, well, I mean, that was a good bit of play. But I feel like it can be challenging, I feel. I haven't figured out the way everybody else has figured it out yet. I'm sure there's tactics that you can do, but I just sort of, because I really don't care, I just sort of play the formation that I want to play and the tactics I want to play, so maybe there is a way to beat the system, but I don't really use it, so I just play world class. A lot of people out there say legendary's too easy. I'm not really in that camp. Where are you from, says Big Craft. I'm from Melbourne, Australia, obviously. Everyone in North Queensland gets swamped except Townsville. Yeah, that surprises me, Jake. Honestly, what I assume with Queensland is it's just tropical weather. So I just assume you guys just get a bunch of rain down there. Or up there. I'm down there, you're up there. In Serbia, we have summer break, it's 3 months, and winter, it's 2 weeks. 2 weeks in Christmas, 12 weeks in summer. 12 weeks? God damn. That's crazy. In Australia, you do terms. We have 4 terms of school, and between each term, you get 2 weeks. And then during summer, I think it's 7 weeks. It might be 6, but I think it's 7, or maybe even 8. So that's how we do it. We have like 10-week terms, and then in between you have 2 weeks off. Well, some terms are 10, some terms are 9. I remember once, it changes every year. It depends on the public holidays. I remember one time I had a term that was 8 weeks. So it was really, really short, and you get 2-week break between each of those terms. And then you have your summer break. That's a beautiful ball from Shelby into Jose Perez. And we've taken the lead at Stamford Bridge, if you can believe it, with a fantastic bit of play from Jonjo Shelby. If you didn't catch it at the start of the stream, Shelby's actually the top goal scorer, or he's somewhere up there. He's got 2 from the first 2 games. And that is a fantastic pass from Jonjo to get us the assist here and put us up 1-0. It's 6 weeks in Sydney. Yeah. I think it's 6 weeks. Yeah, that makes more sense. Because it's sort of like mid-December to the end of January you get off. So I think that makes a bit more sense. In Montenegro, we have 4 terms. Whole January, whole summer off. Montenegro. When I finished school, I moved to Melbourne Uni. Yeah, Jake, you can, if you want. If you can get into Melbourne Uni. It's not easy. But nah, Melbourne's a good place. Steve Alnaz says, Dad? Question mark. Yes, son. What is it? What do you want? What do you want, Steve? Come on, out with it. We have exams right after summer break. What? How does that make any sense? Right after summer break? I have 8 weeks, but I think it's because I go to a private school. Yeah, Josh, that's definitely what it is. Private schools get more, especially during summer. Your terms are the same, aren't they? 2 weeks in between each term, but where do you... Oh, maybe you don't want to tell me what schools you go to, but if you're in Melbourne, I probably know somewhere in the city, maybe Q, maybe Xavier, I don't know. I don't know where you go, but if... pretty much I would know where you are. if you told me what school you went to. Conte is not happy. No, I wouldn't assume so. Do you remember me from Journey live streams? Yeah, Ivan. I do remember you, actually. A couple of you guys, a lot of viewers think that YouTubers don't read comments and we don't remember names, but I remember a lot of people, to be honest with you. There's always going to be the people that you can't remember, but if you have like a really memorable name or if you have a really memorable picture, and Ivan, you don't have a picture, but I still remember you. But people like Car Chuckle, I don't know if you guys know who that is. He used to, I don't know if he still does, but he used to watch a lot. And I remembered him from his little picture that he had, his little Avi. And then that's how I always remembered his name. But yeah, a lot of you guys, like Josh Kang, like Jake, I always remember you guys. Maybe because you're Australian, I don't know. Do you remember me from Journey livestream? Leon, I don't remember you, to be honest with you. But I will now, because you asked me. Hi, says Sime Ivis. Hello, Sime, or Sime. I don't know how you meant to pronounce that. Just all depends where you're from. John Joe Shelby's going to try and have a crack at this. He wants to get his third goal of the season, and I'm going to allow him to try and beat Begovic here. We're going to try and get that over the wall, and it just hits the head of Diego Costa. Matthew plays FIFA. Yes, I do remember you. Is everybody just going to ask now if I remember them? Bang. Into Lazard. Bang. Into Richie. Bang. Into Tiote. Oh, I see you, Perez. That's a fantastic run. Why did I not put it on his right foot? Why would Tiote put it on his left foot? What high school did I go to? Would it make a difference? Are you from Melbourne, Leon? Or are you from Sydney? I think you were from Sydney. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, that's a ball. You like Centrelink, says Steve. I love Centrelink. I'm not on Centrelink, but I love it. I think it's a fantastic idea so that lazy bums can get money for free. Oh, fuck off. I have some relatives in Australia and Melbourne and some in Sydney. That's pretty cool. I have some relatives overseas. I have relatives in Sweden. I have relatives in Chicago, in Phoenix, and a lot in Sydney as well, so. Leon is from Melbourne. I went to... Well, I don't want to tell you exactly what school I went to. But I did go to... It's a public school in, like, the eastern suburbs. So if you know what the eastern suburb... Like, southeast sort of suburbs. Fuck off. There's this fucking fly in my room. And all of a sudden he's fucking decided to pop up because there's fucking lights around. Piss off. What sport is more popular in Australia, cricket or football? Definitely Australian rules football is the most popular. Unless you're in Sydney. Because in Sydney they like rugby league more. And I personally like rugby league more as well. Sorry to the Melburnians who are really into AFL. Do you train some sport now or you trained before? If you mean like, did I play for like a club? Yes, I've played, either for my club or my school. I've played a lot of sports, soccer, cricket, rugby, volleyball, believe it or not. Just because, I mean, my mates thought, why not? Did I say soccer already? Surely I said soccer. Rabbitohs for days. Nah, mate. Fuck the Rabbitohs. No way. It's all about the Storm. Like Berwick, Cranbourne, Dandenong. No, not that far out. Not that far out. Not Dandenong. Definitely not Dandenong. I played rugby in Red Star Belgrade, man. Yep. Did you play rugby union or rugby league? I don't even... In Europe, I think rugby union is... Like, did you guys have, like, throw-ins and stuff? Where you lift the other guy up? Because that's rugby union. That's not the one I watch or played. Oh, Lascelles. Come on, it's got to be better than that. Do you work somewhere for life? For life? Like, do I have to work somewhere until I die? No. Oh my god, this fly keeps flying in front of the screen, and I'm just not having it. Like, just go away. Just get off my fucking screen. Get off my monitor, you fucking cunt. Go to bed or something. What the hell are you doing flying around? Steve says, Dad, fucking answer. Well, I didn't even see you put a question, Steve. The Cowboys are the only good thing out of Townsville. That's true. You got a really good team. It's rugby league what I play. Yeah, cool. That's cool, Ivan. I didn't know that in Europe it was a big thing. I thought rugby union was a big thing in Europe, like France. I thought France was really into like the union side. Frankston, Chadston. No, less south. All right, close. It is within a 10 to 15 kilometer radius of Westfield, Doncaster, Westfield. It's that area. I don't live there anymore, just for the record, Leon, but that's where I went. That's where I went to high school. I used to live around there, then I moved here like 2 years ago. We got Meme Kid in the chat. What's up, buddy? Not much, Meme Kid. Are you going to drop us with some fancy memes? We got Joe Alley saying, alright, Guardy. Alright, Joe. You have a lot of Balkanian people watching you. How do you know this? Is it just by the way they type and by the way they're speaking that you know? Steve, why are you saying fuck you, man? Come on. I thought you were my son. I thought you were meant to love me. Do you have a car? If so, which one? I do have a car. I have a Honda Accord. 1995 Honda Accord. My first car. And has been with me ever since. It's older than me. So there you go. But it runs really well. It's just good for petrol. Fuck off, Sesk. Don't even. Bill Hamid on the case. Can I play you on FIFA, mate? Nah, sorry, Joe. I'm not really going to do online stuff just because my internet can't handle it. Nemanja, Ivan, me, and some are Balkan. Yeah, true. I guess you'd know by the name. Leon is Indian, but he's been living in Australia for 8 years. That's great. PS4 or Xbox? Gabriel Anderson says PS4. If you're asking what I'm playing on Xbox. But, yeah, you guys can discuss which one's better. I don't really care which one's better. Joe is from Wales. What's going on? Are you a Swansea or a Cardiff fan? Or are you neither? Are you from, like, some remote part in Wales that just has a really long and fucked up name? Like a really Welsh name. I hope you're not from a really Welsh place, to be honest. Just my personal opinion. Leon says, please cut your hair. Eventually, I'm going to have to, yeah. I'm thinking maybe for charity I'll do it. You never know. Depends how I feel. That's how I live most of my life. Just depends how I fucking feel, to be honest. Oh, no. Piss off. All the way to Kennedy. We went for it first time as well. Nah, mate. No way. Fuck 7-Eleven, Leon. Damn. That is some racist shit. Right there. If you... Hazi is Pakistan. Steve is just, like, going in on everyone. I would ban him, but honestly, I just can't be fucked. But if you guys are really offended by him, then I will ban him, but he's just trolling. Just let him be. Leon, if you want me to ban him, I will ban him. It's your call. But if you want to have a go at him yourself, if you want to have a back and forth conversation, just go for it. I really don't. It's up to you. Leon, you have the final say here. It's all up to you. Tiote. Oh, he saw Mitrovic, but Moses read it well. 69-69 draw, IMO. Bush. I love that. Kevin just comes in. Bush did 9/11 just out of nowhere. No one was really talking about it. No one was really asking, and he just came in. Oh wow, look at this guy. Oh, we got a lot of ban him. Well, it's 2 people ban him. Steve, my son, you're about to get fucking banned, mate. You really are. Maybe after the game, because I can't be bothered pausing. Or you know what? I'll just do it while I have possession. Steve is blocked. Done. And all the while, Tiote had the ball. Can you believe that? As soon as I came back to playing, I lost the ball. Yeah, it's okay, Yusuf. I banned him. He started off okay, calling me dad and whatever. But I ain't about that racist life. I did read out one of his racist comments. I do apologize, but I didn't know he was being racist while I was reading it. Because he hadn't even hit me with any racism yet. Mitrovic. Oh. I'm a Chelsea fan and I'm proud of it. Hey, you gotta fucking rep it. You just gotta represent. Unless you're a Liverpool fan, don't even talk about him. Guarded by Charlie Musonda. Nah, we're not really going for high potential. If you guys have been watching the streams, you know that I'm really not interested in, like, you know, the usual star signings with, like, 90 potential. I'm just sort of signing who I want. Like, we signed Bill Hamid from Aston Villa, and just stuff like that, you know what I mean? Signings that make sense. That aren't always the flashiest of signings. Yedlin, what is that for a touch? Fuck Steve, he is a racist cunt. I ain't not wrong. He could easily just make a second account and come back, so everybody just sort of be prepared. Kevin says, can I make a racist joke? I think you did alright with the Bush did a 9/11. I'm gonna accept that. But, because I really don't care. But, like, racism, that's sort of, especially if it's against someone in the chat, you know, I can't be having that. Too bad I don't have a mod in the chat. I might give Jake mod if he's around. Jake, if you're around, just hit me up, mate. Let me know. I'll give you mod, because you seem to be... Yep, there he is. Jake is here. I'm going to give you mod, Jake. Be responsible, but also, if you have to ban someone, ban them. Just because Joe and Lionel and Jacob aren't here, so... Yeah. Oh, look at everybody asking for a mod. No, sorry. I'm only going to mod people that... First of all, I'm going to mod people that don't ask for it. And second of all, I'm just going to mod someone if I need someone. Jake says I should not have this power. You know what? If you're... if you're too aggressive, which I really won't care... then pretty much all it is, Jake, like, being moderator is actually really easy. If there's someone spamming or if there's someone being racist, you ban them. Otherwise, if you're pissed off at someone, just time them out. Just give them a bit of a timeout. Like, no one talks bad to Jake now, or you get 300 seconds timeout, which is the equivalent, of course, of 5 minutes. But, like, racism and a lot of spam, oh, you can get away with, like, 4 messages in a row, but after that... You gotta give him a ban, because I really don't want that in the chat. Like this, Dezonilvo Master. You know, you gotta ban him, surely. Surely, Jake. He's gotta go. Yusuf says, I'm gonna let Jake ban him. I'm gonna let Jake have his first ban. Yusuf says, do I like Sydney or Melbourne better? I honestly really like Melbourne a lot better. Just because our roads are better. I don't know if you've... Like, the Sydney roads are just... Oh my goodness. I don't even... What have you guys done with your roads? I just don't understand. Then, obviously... Good work, Jake. Good ban. I believe Leon Smelly might be the second account of the racist. So maybe keep an eye out on Leon Smelly. But yeah... I don't know what you guys are doing with your roads. Your weather fucking sucks. It's fucking humid. I can't be bothered. It's too hot. I like Melbourne better. It's more livable. That's why we were the livable city, most livable city for like what 5 years in a row, whatever the hell it was. Like, I just don't like Sydney. I mean, I don't mind it because I only go up for like a few days when I go up, so I can handle it. Like I went up during Christmas and it was some days were really hot. Mitrovic, get that shot away, son. But at the end of the day, like I can handle it. It's just annoying. I just don't like it. I like Melbourne. I like cold weather. That's why if I was ever gonna move anywhere, I'd go to like England. Honestly, like a lot of people say don't move to England. And I guess like living conditions, England's not the best, but weather-wise, I'd go to like England or Canada or Sweden or Norway. You know what I mean? Like somewhere cold. I love the cold. If I don't even think it gets cold enough in Melbourne, to be honest. Up into Mitro. Referee! He was taken down. Yeah, alright. This Leon Smelly guy is definitely a second account, so we're going to get rid of him. Blacked. Get out of here. It's so hot right now in Australia, but now in Greece, I'm building a snowman. Damn, I wish I was building a snowman, honestly. Yay, England. Dorian Leon. I got him out of there. Oh, Mitrovic got injured in that tackle. Referee, see what happens? You see what happens. I'm going to go for a more defensive formation. I'm going to go for a 4-5-1 flat because we are up 1-0. And Perez is going to play up front. Aaron's there. Richie there. Tiote in the middle. We drop him back a little bit. Get some real defensiveness going here against Conte. Just drop the midfielders a bit back. And then take Mitro off for Colback. Just try and shore things up in the midfield. Jake says, I have failed you. That's okay, you're new. You'll get used to it. Aussie chicks are hot. Yeah, I guess the standard Australian girl that you're thinking of, like blonde hair, blue eyes, is what I'm assuming you're thinking. They're alright. I'm more a brunette guy myself. Who do you rate highly in Chelsea? In real life? Who do I rate highly? Kante, Matic, Hazard, Willian. I really rate Willian. Willian. Albie says, hey Sam, how have you been? Can you please sign Edmilson Jr.? Maybe if I knew who he was, I would. By Nile Ranger, I hear is a pleasant and swell guy. Yeah, sure. Well, when I get the approval from True Geordie, we'll sign Nile Ranger back. Yeah, we won. We beat Chelsea at Stamford Bridge 1-0. What a hell of a performance, actually. I think we played a really good game. No, I thought we were going forward. I think we controlled the game way too well. 65% possession, 8 shots, 6 on target. Yeah, I don't know what Chelsea was all about. They didn't do anything. Jake says red hair, as in blood of my enemies red, is my preference. Yeah, I'm not really down. Not really down for the redheads. Blondes I can do. Blondes I can do, but I do prefer a brunette. Mitro's out for 4 weeks, so that kind of sucks. Sign Branislav Ivanovic, no. Sign Kimpembe, no, I think that's a bit too much. Sign Jorge Mere. Hamburg wants Shelby, not happening. If like an Arsenal come in, we might have to consider it, just because in real life, Newcastle would have to consider it. Are we even transfer anymore? Yeah, we're in the transfer window. We still have a little bit left. The only person we've brought in is Bill Hamid. And that's really the only... I mean... We might... I don't know. I really don't know. We might bring in... cover for a certain position. Maybe another centre-back. I don't know. Well, we have Keane, actually. Oh, that's right. I forgot. We also brought in Michael Keane. Oh, who do we play? Keane or Lascelles? Because Mbemba's definitely staying. I'm gonna leave it here for a little bit. I'm gonna let you guys decide. They're both 6'2". Lascelles is a year younger, but Keane is 3 overall higher. So, I don't know what you guys think. By Asensio, no. By Kimpembe, no. Sign DeShiglio, no. Addy says Keane. Patterson for right back, and he is playing centre back. Signed Terry. He's a young player, sure. Man, I'm really torn on this one. I think we signed Keane. A lot of people saying Keane. I think we signed... What role did we give Michael Keane when we signed him? I've forgotten. Surely it wasn't crucial. Maybe. Maybe he was. Where can I check that? Is it here? Maybe where I offer him contracts. Actually, that should be where it is in the contracts. Keane. We've already negotiated. Okay, I can't even check what Keane is. I swear we got him on like a squad rotation role, but I don't know. Because he came from Burnley, and Burnley got relegated. So I think we got him on a squad rotation role, so we don't have to play him, but a lot of people say yeah. See, buy Tar. No, I'm not going to sign Tar. That's the thing, like, I don't want to sign everybody with the best potential. That's not why I'm doing this career mode. I don't think we need to really make any more signings. Maybe for coverage, but I just don't... I don't see which position we need coverage for. We've got 4 strikers. We've got midfielders like Colback and Diami to come on. Maybe another winger. Actually, yeah, we did. We did need a backup winger, didn't we? But we brought in Ryan Fraser. Boys, I've lost my memory completely. We brought in Ryan Fraser. I'm going to take Gamez off. So he's like a backup winger. We got a backup winger. We signed a centre back. We signed a goalkeeper. I don't really need anything else. I don't think. Leon, why are people being so racist to me? People just want to be cool. That's all it is, man. Don't even... It's just idiots, to be honest. Buy Mendy? No. Stark from Hamburg, I'm assuming. Klosterman. Yeah, I mean, someone like that maybe we could bring in. Someone with a good potential, but, like, I don't want to be signing players with, like, 85 plus potential, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to build the best team. I just want to do what Newcastle would do. Newcastle are not going to go sign the best players in the world. Sign Flaney, he's the best in the world. Oh, Brandon. You're the only person that thinks that. Sorry. Riedervold. Could be a good signing. Don't necessarily need him, to be honest. Although he is very versatile. I don't think we need anybody else, to be honest. I'm just going to go through the transfer window. I don't think we need anybody else. If we have injuries, if we have substantial injuries, if we feel like we need someone else, we always have January. But we're not in Europe, you know, we have a few cup competitions. It's not a big deal. Our fixture list isn't that big. I don't want... The thing about signing a lot of players, and it really pisses me off when I sim career modes, is everybody just gets upset because they're not getting game time. Like, people that are on future first team players, they get upset. They ask why they're not playing, and it's just bullshit. Pascal says if you want a 70 overall potential, buy someone old as fuck. No, I don't want shit players. I just don't want the best of the best. People telling me to sign like players with literally the highest potential in the game. That's not what I want to do. Please sign Troy Bolton. I don't know who that is. Shelby, Wolfsberger coming in. Look how much Shelby's starting to get worth. But he's not going to go to Germany. Thoughts on the team of the year, Guardy? Man, I'm glad someone asked me. Go watch Hugh Wizzy's video on it. That's pretty much how I feel. It's a shame. It really is a shame. I'm going to look up this Troy Bolton guy, but I'm not actually going to sign him now. But yeah, it's a shame that people like Iniesta are in that team. Players like PK. There's no Troy Bolton. Are you lying to me, Mr. AP? Is this a joke? This is a joke. Buy Oxford. Nah, I don't think West Ham would sell him. This fly is back again. Get out of here. Go away. Piss off. Iniesta, PK, what was another one? Suarez, I can understand why, because he scored so many goals. But how are you going to deny that man right there, Antoine Griezmann? He made the Champions League final, made the Euros final. Yes, he didn't win either, but Suarez didn't get to either. I mean, what do you judge the team of the year on? Do you judge it on the stats? Do you judge on the fact that Suarez scored more goals than Griezmann during the year? Or do you go based on what they've won? Because if you go on based on what they've won, why is Ramos in there and not Pepe? Pepe won everything Ramos won as a starting centre-back, but also won the Euros. So how do you justify that? You know what I mean? I don't understand. Get away from my... I wish I could kill this thing, but it's too fucking quick for me. Get away. Go. Go away. He's too quick. Look at him. He's just crawling around, and I'm like punching my screen. Oh, I actually had him. He's dizzy, boys. I've got him. I'm fucking gonna get him. I think I got him. I actually think I fucked him up. I can't see him, but he's not flying around anymore. But yeah, Cruz. Cruz is an interesting one. Because they did... I mean, Real Madrid, they did win things, you know what I mean? Like, I can understand... I'd say Modric deserves it more than Cruz. But I personally wouldn't have even been mad if it was Cruz, Modric, and Kante. Because I don't really see what other midfielders would you put in there. Like a Portuguese midfielder, maybe? Maybe. Boateng and Alaba could have got it if they had a better Euros campaign. Yeah, well, Alaba plays for Austria, so it's always going to be difficult. Lazar wants to increase in wages. You know what I mean? That's the thing. That's the problem then, is what do you base it on? What am I basing the team of the year on? That's my problem. Is if you're going on what they've won, anybody that's Real Madrid and Portugal should be in it guaranteed, which is obviously Pepe and Ronaldo. And then you got to look between who won the Champions League and who won the Euros, who won the leagues, who was the most influential player. I mean, in basketball, you do MVP, most valuable player. Not necessarily the best player in the league, but most valuable for the season. If we were going by that, who was MVP of the entire year, it's Kante, because look at what he did to Leicester City. Look at what he did for them. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna argue about Ronaldo being in there, Messi being in there, even though Messi didn't win anything. Well, he didn't win the Champions League, he didn't win the Euros. Who else is running out of contracts? We might get Haidara on an extension. You know what I mean? I'm not really going to take them out of there because we all know their team of the year. But, you know what I mean? Yeah, players like Dani Alves, says Addy. I mean, there's no right back that really jumps out at me that should have it over him. So I don't know if you guys... But I know but you guys are right. He's not a good right back anymore. He's just not. I'm going to sim this game against Liverpool because we're at home. He's not the best right back in the world. You know what I mean? Dani Alves didn't deserve it. Yeah, I agree with everybody. What's my team of the year? I really haven't... Yeah, Carvajal is a good shout. But again, like, I'm just sick of it just being Madrid and Barca. You know what I mean? I'm so sick of it. That's why when Dani Alves showed up, I'm like, at least it's not Madrid or Barca. You know what I mean? That was my feeling. But my team of the year, I didn't really think about it too much. 2-1 loss to Liverpool. Yeah, I didn't really think about it too much. In net, I mean, Huey's, he said Buffon. It's a good shout. He was fantastic throughout the year. Not now. I wouldn't necessarily give it to either France or Portugal's goalkeeper, to be honest. I really wouldn't give either one of them. Dylan Bell wants to get out of the youth squad. Champions League winning goalkeepers, you got Navas. That's a potential shout. I think he's very underrated. No, not sell players. You know what I mean? No, I wouldn't give it to De Gea, even though I think he is the best goalkeeper in the world, and a lot of people think that opinion is dumb. I genuinely do believe that he is the best goalkeeper in the world. Up there with Manuel Neuer, in my opinion. This guy wants to get out of the youth squad. You want to get out of the youth squad? You can fuck off. I don't want you in the youth squad. 84 potential? No. 82 potential? No. 89 we can accept. 93, 90. Ooh, look at the Australians. Ooh, well, one. Look at one Australian, Sean Thomas. A bright future ahead of him. But you know what I mean? Like, it's just... Lewandowski. No, I don't know. Do you follow the Dutch League? I don't watch the Dutch League. I'll be honest, I don't watch it. Keylor Navas deserves it. Says, well, he said keyword Navas deserves it. Yeah. That's the problem. It's just players are voting for it, so it's instantly a popularity contest. Instantly. When you got players voting for it and managers, it's just instantly. Politics comes into it, and then the money that they can get out of it, and all that. It just ruins it, really. But the thing is, how do you do it then? Because I wouldn't let the fans vote. Because again, it's a popularity contest. Imagine fans were able to vote for it. It'd be United and Arsenal players. You know what I mean? Like, it wouldn't make sense. So who do you give it to? Who do you give the voting to? Like me? I'd love to vote. I'd vote for it. Or do we do like a point system? Where like if you're the top goal scorer in the league, you get a certain amount of points. If you have the least defensive errors, you get a certain amount of points. If you win the trophy, you get a certain amount of points. And then that judges who wins. You know what I mean? But then, what's the equivalent of winning the Premier League compared to the La Liga, and then the Champions League, and then the Euros? What's the flies back? What's the equivalent? You know what I mean? So if, let's say, I win the Premier League and the FA Cup, and Real Madrid win nothing but the Champions League, is the Champions League worth more than 2 trophies? I would say maybe, but then you say, well, Premier League's hardest league to win. You know what I mean? Or let's say I win the La Liga and the Copa España, and Leicester win the Premier League. Do Leicester get bonus points because they weren't predicted to win the league? Or what happens there? I've won 2 trophies, but people say it's harder to win the Premier League. You know what I mean? It's just so... it just comes down to the fact that it's just a popularity contest. I'm going to play second string lineup against this cup team. We're going to give Dwight Gale a run out. Yeah, he can play. Colback, Hayden. I love this Hayden guy. I don't know. There's something about him that just I like a lot. 6'2", sort of like a destroyer central defensive midfield. We got Lascelles, Hanley, Yedlin plays. So if we can get another right back in there, if we have one. Yeah, Gamez can get in there. We've also lost connection to the EA service, so my internet must be shitting it. How are my grades in school, says Leon? They were alright. They were okay. Truth be told, and a lot of people say this, but it is actually true, I didn't study for my exams. Like, I don't think I ever studied once in school for any exam or test or anything like that. I just sort of did the work in class, and that was it. I don't know. I don't know how I did it, to be honest, but I just sort of did it. And then when exams came around, I said I'd study, I'll study. And I didn't. And I just sort of went in there and just... that's how I always went through school. I just went into the test and I just saw... if I haven't learned what I'm meant to learn in the test in school, then fuck that, you know what I mean? Like, then they haven't done their fucking job. That was always my thought process. It was like, if I fail, it's not my fault. Because I did all the work that I had to do in school. Which I think the whole concept of homework is just bullshit. Like, if you can't... like, yes, review your notes. That's completely different. Reviewing your notes and doing homework are 2 completely different things. But if you assign work to us, you know, at home, it's like, why the fuck am I coming to school? Well, why don't you just give me the work that I'm meant to do in school and then also give me my homework and I'll just stay home and do it. What's my full-time job, says Joel. I answered this last stream, actually. I'm in manual labor, so I do all sorts of stuff. Playing on Xbox One or Xbox 360? Xbox One. I hate exams, they suck shit. Yeah, they do. They definitely do. Should I play this game against Everton? I'm feeling it because we're 17th now. We've dropped some points. I'm feeling the game against Everton. Education is about inspiring one's mind, not just filling their head. School sucks. I don't think school sucks at all. I don't think school sucks. I think a lot of people are quick to say school sucks. I don't think it sucks. I think a lot of the things that they do in school, they do the wrong way, but I think school, it does a lot for you that a lot of people don't realize, I think. The way that they do teach you in school, I just think a lot of people don't appreciate it, to be honest. A lot of people are like, oh, well, why don't they teach me to pay my bills and stuff like that? It's like, well, that's not what school's meant to be. It's what school teaches you, what it's meant to teach you, is just how to take information, apply information, and get an answer out of it, get a result out of it. That's it. It's not meant to teach you how to... Well, it is. It's indirectly meant to teach you how to live life. But it's not meant to be like, this is how you pay your bills, this is how you write up a resume. What it does teach you is how to research, which then helps you learn how to research. That's how you know how to research, is from school. From school, if you need to figure out an answer or something, you'll look it up. So if in life, if you need to figure out something, you'll look it up. It's that simple. That's what school's meant to do. Leon says I got bullied in school, which is why I don't like it. That's probably the thing about schools. I really didn't experience bullying throughout my school. In primary school, I was like the most popular kid in school for some reason. And in high school, I was just sort of not the most popular, but I knew everybody. I sort of knew everybody. But what I will say is that a lot of bullies in school, they don't amount to anything. So this fly, I swear to God, I'm going to have nightmares about this fucking cunt. Fuck off. Did I get him? I thought I got him before. I really did, but he must have faked me out big time. I also got bullied, so I knocked 2 guys the fuck down, and then it was over. Yeah, look, if you can fight back, a lot of people are like, oh, just tell him to stop. It's not going to get him to stop. So if you can fight back, just fucking go for it. But I would never recommend that, especially if you know you can't take them, because then you just get into more shit. What I would do if you are experiencing bullying, first of all, you got to see like how serious they are, because a lot of bullies are actually pussies, especially if they're with their mates. If they bully you in a group, they are all pussies. Guaranteed. So you just got to tell someone about it. You just sort of have to avoid it. That would be my best. Just avoid them if you can. If you can't, just talk to someone about it. I wouldn't really recommend telling like the teachers that teach your class, but I would definitely talk to someone about it. And if it's very serious, then you definitely just go to the principal and just tell them like, look, I'm really scared for my well-being. You know what I mean? Sometimes the best way to get rid of bullies is which you are the victim, but like really play the victim card. You know what I mean? Like really play it big time. At the end of the day, man, there's bullies that just turn out to be fucking nothing, and there's bullies that turn out to be good people and just realize like, I was a kid and I was stupid for thinking that like I could just bully people because they're different to me or because I had a shit upbringing. That's another thing about bullies. You got to realize like a lot of them aren't really happy at home. So when they go to school, when they're with their mates, they just try and bring people down to their level. You know what I mean? To make them feel normal. It's not the right way of going about things, but it's just the facts, really. But at the end of the day, a lot of them are just cowards. So Addy, that is the case in a lot of cases. That is the case. In a lot of times that is the case. He says, one guy bullied me in a group in class, and then Addy, punched him in the face. He says, I don't know if he actually did, but he says that he punched him in the face. And I've seen this happen before as well, is bullies actually getting, like, attacked, and then they don't do anything. That's a penalty, fucking LRF. And they don't do anything. They don't know how to fight. A lot of people in school don't know how to fight, so Jake says a guy tried to bully him. He found out stuff about him and how shitty his life was. They had a heart-to-heart, and that's how they met, and they're now best friends. I'm telling you, man. What other reason would you have for making someone else feel shit? You want people to feel like you. You think, you don't want to go through it alone. You don't want to go through shit alone. And, I thought he saved it for a second, but Richie's put it in the back of the net. We're 1-0 up at Goodison Park. A lot of people are like, you know what? I'm having a shit life. I've got nothing to lose. I'm going to try and make other people's life shit. What are my thoughts on Bournemouth's chance to stay up? I think they got a fantastic chance. I think Bournemouth are going to be a little bit like Southampton. When Southampton got promoted, they were just pretty much straight away a mid-table team. I think they had one rough season, and then they just were pretty much a mid-table team. I think Bournemouth could do the same thing. It's going to be a little bit more difficult for Bournemouth because I don't think their youth setup is as good as Southampton, but I think it's pretty good. Did you stand up to getting bullied? Did I stand up to people getting bullied? Yes, I have defended people getting bullied. I have stepped in the way before. But, I mean, it was the start of year 12. So it was the start of my final year. And I did notice someone that I knew from a lower year level, but I didn't necessarily, I wasn't friends with them. They were getting bullied. And at the start of year 12 in my final year, I'm already at this point, 6'3". I don't know how many pounds it would be. Maybe 210 pounds or whatever it is. I'm a pretty big guy. I wouldn't I'm not huge. I'm not like True Geordie, which I wouldn't mind being his size, but compared to a lot of people in my school, I'm bigger than them. And a lot of people know me, not because I'm tough or anything, but a lot of people know me. So the guy that was bullying, I knew him, and the guy that was getting bullied, I knew him. And I just told the guy to fuck off, and he was like, oh, okay. Because a lot of them are pussies. Want to hear something funny, chat? Oh, Addie's about to drop a joke. Oh, I wasn't watching and Barkley nearly scored. I have aggression problems. They didn't know that. When I rage out, I don't really feel pain anymore, and there is a red mist for my eyes. I don't have a tactic. Kevin, is that like a quote from a book? God damn, that is some poetic shit right there. I hope that's not true, though, about you, to be honest. Well, even if it is true, I think you can always fix it if you're overly aggressive. There was kids in my primary school that were overly aggressive. Even kids in my high school that were overly aggressive. And I'm the complete opposite. I'm not aggressive in the slightest. If you don't touch me, I'm not going to touch you, sort of thing. That's always been my rule. I never go out of my way looking for trouble. Even if you're saying shit to me, I won't react. I'm really good at just... Because verbally, I really don't give a fuck what you say. Verbally, I can handle anything. You know what I mean? But it gets to the point where someone starts pushing me, that's when I'd get aggressive. But I'm completely the opposite. But I knew a lot of people that had, aggression issues. And you can get help for it. So if you do have aggression issues, Kevin, if you were being serious, you definitely have to talk to someone about it. Because you don't want to be dealing with that throughout your entire life. And the people that I know that have gone and tried helping themselves, they've actually succeeded really well. So Roach says I have ADHD and they bully me for that. See, that's just wrong. You got to tell someone about that. You can get those people suspended or even expelled, and honestly, you probably should. Don't feel like you got to protect the bully. Don't feel like you're gonna ruin his life if you get him expelled. Hopefully that'll teach him a fucking lesson. Thinking he's a tough guy because he's picking on someone, with a disability or I don't know what you technically call ADHD. Fucking else. I just take my eyes off to read the chat and then I misplace the pass. But I want to read the chat. I don't want to miss what you guys are saying. Kevin says he's not overly aggressive. In primary school, he says he didn't have a grip, but now I have one, luckily. Yeah. I knew a lot of kids in primary school, like when I was younger, that were just so... Like, there was this one family where the parents split up, and yeah, it was four of them, and two of them had really bad aggression. And they actually, like, temporarily left my school to go, like, deal with it and shit. Like, the school put them, like, suspended them to put them in this, like, plan or whatever it was. And I recently saw one of them. He was a really chill dude. So, not chill, like what I was meant to say was, like, he's a good guy. Not chill as in, like, yeah, now he's just, like, laid back. You know what I mean? I'm sure he still has those problems, but it's definitely not as bad as it was. He was just easy to talk to. Mr. AP is getting annoyed that people are claiming that they know the top 10 targets for Chelsea. And he doesn't care for Chelsea. Can you sign Peter Crouch when the transfer window opens? I don't think so, Josh. I don't think we're going to go... Because we have 4 strikers. I don't think we need Crouch. When I started school, there was this rich kid. He didn't want to go to school. He was aggressive, and the guy would every day cry and scream on his parents. Yeah, kids like that, man. A lot of that's the thing with a lot of kids that you see that are, like, fucked up. Like bullies and, you know, just people that you just think, what the hell? Like, how did you end up like this? Yes, there are some things that are like, oh, fuck off, Barkley. Yes, some things are purely mental. And I've seen, personally, kids with fantastic parents who I would assume, obviously you don't know what happens behind closed doors, but I would assume raised them correctly. And for some reason there's just something, this chemical imbalance in their head. But I've seen a lot of kids who I genuinely see good things in them, but the parents, man, are just shocking. It really fucking pisses me off when I see shit parents. I just think to myself, why did you even have a kid? Why did you even have a kid? Like, you fucked up this guy's life. You know what I mean? Like, I see so many kids out there, you know, even just kids that I don't know in public that are just fucking brats. You know what I mean? It just pisses me off so much. It's just like, how can you allow this to happen? You know what I mean? How is your kid going to grow up and live their life? How are they going to mature? Because I don't see any maturity. I mean, I know, like, 16, 17-year-old kids, even older than that are just spoiled. That just don't do anything. You know what I mean? And then they still get pissed off. Like, their parents do everything for them, and they still get pissed off at their parents. It's like, come on, man. You know what I mean? How are you ever going to grow up? How are you... I mean, I hope you don't have kids, because they're going to be even more fucked up. But how are you going to one day have a family? You know what I mean? It just pisses me off, because some parents, man, holy shit, like, they're just the worst. Go on the way, Lukaku. Good work by Keane. Steven Jovetic, what about him? No way we're signing him. Mitro. No, not no touch. I wanted to chip it over. Oh, the fly. Yeah, I got him, boys. I think I fucked up his wing because he was just walking. And I just fucking killed him. There we go. Are you friends with people... are you friends with people that went to your school? Yeah, of course I am. Sorry, man, you aren't that great anymore. Thanks, man. Thanks, Crichton. Nice name, by the way. I'm joking. I think there's a misconception about Manchester United. Like, a lot of people think that United fans think that we're the best team in the world. What I say about Manchester United is we are the most recognisable club in the world. We are still the biggest name in world football. The only team that comes close is Real Madrid. The only team. Yes, Barcelona is a great club. Yes, they've won a lot of shit. Same thing with Bayern Munich. But as on name recognition, when you ask someone that doesn't watch soccer, hey, can you name me a club? They will say Manchester United. If they know any, they will say Manchester United. That's the truth. You channel is dead, says Ismail. Yeah, I know. That's usually what happens when you don't upload for whatever it was, a month and a half or whatever it was. I kind of want to make a video on it, where I think I'm just going to sort of chill out for FIFA 17. Maybe do just this, just streaming. And just sort of regroup and refocus for FIFA 18. And that's crazy to say it, but it's only 9 months away. Or whatever it is, 8 months away. So I don't know, like, that's how I feel right now. I don't know how I'll feel in a month, in 2 months. I don't know. But I'm enjoying this so much more than I'm enjoying making actual videos. Just chilling out and talking with you guys. It's so much more fun. I wish I could have more people in the streams, of course. But also at the same time, like, I get to talk to you guys almost one-on-one. You know, we get to talk in small groups. We get to go off on topics and get your feedback. And honestly, I think I could do with a break from video making. It's just... The thing with me is, I know that my content is not as good as other people's content. And I know it because I don't take as much time as other people take to edit their videos. People like B Monus, holy fuck, man. He takes so much time to edit his videos from what he tells me. And the dude works, his real job is really demanding. And then he's also pumping out videos. You know what I mean? So I know my content is not at the quality that it can be. But at the same time, I don't want to put that time in to make it better, because I've never been about that life. I'm not the hardest worker out there. You know, I'm pretty just relaxed almost. Like, I feel like this suits me better. I can literally sit down, play FIFA, and at the end of it, it goes up on the channel. You know, I don't have to edit. I don't have to do anything. And sure, this is not... People don't really watch this in the archives. It's more people that watch it live. But I really don't care. And that's sort of what I've realized with YouTube is for FIFA 17 especially, I don't care what views I get. The numbers now just mean so little to me. FIFA 15, I started YouTube. I started Career Mode YouTube. And it was just about having fun. FIFA 16, I thought about the numbers. You know, I was doing Career Modes thinking, what's going to get me more views? You know what I mean? That's what I was thinking. I signed Messi for PSG, got views, got some subs, and I was like, okay, like, this seems to work. Big teams, big players. So then I went to Arsenal. We moved to Arsenal. Again, good views because it's Arsenal. Then I'm like, oh, I'm not really having fun anymore. I want to try a challenging team. I tried Napoli. Didn't work out. People didn't like it. And then it just got to the point where I was just in such a disarray, where I just never really recovered, I don't think, from Napoli. When we stopped Napoli, I think that was the sign of things to come, you know? And since then, I haven't really had a consistent career mode. And just now, just when I've stopped uploading most recently, that was really when I stopped giving a crap about numbers. Like, I just sort of thought to myself, you know, I watched a video from this guy that plays Duelist. I don't know if you guys know the game Duelist. I don't play it, but I watch this guy that does play it. I know, pretty weird. And he made a video, because he also used to do Pokemon content, which I didn't watch him for that. Even though I like Pokemon, I didn't really watch him for the Pokemon content. I watched him for this Duelist thing. And he made a video and he said, look, like, you guys subscribe to me for Pokemon, but I'm really not enjoying Pokemon. I'm enjoying Duelist. And he's like, I'm just going to do what makes me happy. That's why I started YouTube. And then that got me thinking, like, I'm like, damn, like, that's pretty much my situation. Like, right now, I don't want to be making just normal career mode videos. I don't. You know what I mean? For now, I'm just going to do this. And the channel can be dead. It doesn't bother me anymore. You know what I mean? I used to think, man, I have 10,000 subs or 12,000 subs and I'm not getting as many views as someone who has less than me. But now I'm just sort of like, I really don't care. You know what I mean? The first episode of this career mode, the stream career mode, got like 1,000 views and it's going down since then. Obviously, that happens with everything. But I just don't care. Like, I'm here for the people that are here. You know what I mean? If you're watching me right now, you're the reason I'm doing this. You know what I mean? You're the reason that I'm here. You're the reason I'm making content. Which, it's only streams, but you're the reason that I'm streaming. If there was no one out there, then I wouldn't be streaming. If there was 2 people out there, then I would. I would be streaming. If 2 people out there want to watch me stream, I'm going to stream. And eventually, it will get me back to normal career mode content. Eventually. I don't know if it's going to be this FIFA. I can't guarantee that. But eventually, I will come back to normal career mode. That's a beautiful ball from Tiote into Alexander Mitrovic. Put that across the keeper. No. Lionel Dawson is in the chat. What's going on? I will probably miss the rest because I'm busy later on. Well, we're not going to be streaming for much longer. I think this Everton game will be the last one, and then we'll head off. Your streams are the best, Guardy. Thank you, Addy. See, this is what I'm saying. We just made up a transfer target. Really? Fellaini to China for 500 million. Yes, I'm sure Sky Sports will be reporting that very soon. Oh, go on, Michael Keane. Oh, my goodness. Trying to get a goal. Oh, Rolando. Oh, don't even. No, don't leave, Dad. Well, it's like 2 a.m. You know what I mean? I'm not going to stream all night. Plus, when this does go in the archives, I don't want it to be too daunting of a task to... Oh, Perez, compose yourself, son. Yeah, I don't want to stream too long. Just so if people do want to watch it in the archives, it's not too big of a deal. You know what I mean? Maybe eventually I'll start streaming for a little bit longer, but right now, I don't know, with FIFA lately, I can't play more than 2 games. Sometimes 3. And then I just got to take a break, you know what I mean? Like in real life football, footballers play, at the very most 3 games a week when the fixture list is really tight. Otherwise, they're playing once a week. If I was playing FIFA once a week, it'd be way more enjoyable. Hasky says, hello, Guardy, what's going on? Tom Evans says, yo, how you doing? Guardy, would you support Man United in League 2? Yeah, definitely. If they were to get relegated, which I just don't think would ever happen unless there was some sort of a financial situation where it turned out, you know, like what happened to Rangers, you know, where you get... Come on, boys, this is a goal, surely. Chancel Mbemba is bringing the ball up, and no one offered him anything. Oh, Mitro, don't even. Yeah, if it was sort of like a thing where we were forced into relegation, of course I'd still support them. Yeah, a lot of people assume, you know, Manchester United fan from Australia, got to be plastic, but I think the people that know me know me. I don't really... That's pretty much it. It's not, for me, really about United. It's not really about always winning things. You know what I mean? Even though I watched us when we were winning a lot of things, right now, like... People, you know, making a big deal about, like, we have to win the league, And right now, I'm just sort of like, let's just watch some good football. Let's just build our way back up. Who do you reckon could be the next Blackburn Rovers? I thought Newcastle might be. But I think, especially with Rafa coming in, but even without Rafa, I think they're just... No, I think, yeah, without Rafa, I think maybe Newcastle could have gone down that route. Someone said West Ham. I don't really see them going down that far, like Blackburn Rovers. But definitely Newcastle. I'd say without Rafa, imagine they just brought in another fucking McLaren or Carver. You know what I mean? Like, imagine they brought in another one of them in the Championship. Newcastle would not be on their way back up. Let's just put it to you that simply. They just wouldn't. They just would not be on their way back up. People want to play for Rafa Benitez, and he's boss in the Championship right now. Yes, they're going to slip up here and there. Of course, every team is going to. But without Rafa, they could potentially have been the next Blackburn Rovers. You've turned into the you know what I mean, man. What? Do I say that a lot? Do I say you know what I mean? Man. Do you think Man United going to sign anyone this January? If yes, who? I believe they will. I don't know who, but I believe they will. A lot of people saying Lindelof. I don't necessarily feel like we need him. I don't know if you agree. But also, if we're losing a centre-back, then yes, we should bring in Lindelof. I like Fosu Mensah. I like Twanzebe. I haven't really seen a lot of Roshaw and Williams, but I'll take Stephen Howson's word for it that he's also good. But yeah. Do I say that's a good shout? Yeah, I say that's a good shout a lot, but that's only like in terms of signings. I think Lionel's saying that I say it like every other sentence. What phone do you have? I have an iPhone 6S. Jacob Hayes in the chat. Yo, Donnarumma is a beast. Do you think Real Madrid will get Dybala and Dele Alli? Not Dele. I don't really see Dele going. I see Dele going if they give him the offer. I just don't see Madrid coming in for him just yet. Jacob's just come back from school and hit the stream as quick as possible. That's unfortunate for you, Jacob, because we are... Oh, he's retracted. He deleted the message. We are actually just going to Maybe I'll just sit here and talk to you guys for another 5 minutes, but I'm not going to play another game. We've pretty much wrapped up the stream here. We will get Dybala. Dele, no, as a RMA fan, says Addy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I don't see Dele Alli. I don't see Madrid going for Dele Alli. It's not like... Think about how many British players have played abroad for like a Madrid, a Barca, a Bayern. You know what I mean? It's not a lot, and I just don't see Dele Alli joining that group. He's not a Beckham. You know what I mean? He's just not. Then again, there's been some really bad British players that have gone abroad as well. So maybe. Fellaini would destroy La Liga. I think he would destroy Serie A and... Well, not destroy, but I think he would suit Serie A, maybe even Bundesliga. We'll sim this game. Bale, Owen, yeah, and Beckham. 3. I don't think Dele Alli's going to join... And even Owen was... But, you know, I don't think he's going to be the same as Beckham or Bale. I just don't. And Bale's Welsh, so let's count him out. It's different. They're different. But yeah, I just don't see Dele on Beckham's level. Ali, Rashford, and Pickford are the future of England. Yeah. I mean, I rate the hell out of Pickford. I mean, I'm really like Jack Butland, but I think Pickford has the potential to be better. Ali to Melbourne victory for £20 and a bag of Skittles. I will take that bag of Skittles. I would take just a bag of Skittles. You didn't even give me the £20. Can United win the Champions League in a couple of years? Any team can win the Champions League. If you're in it, you can win it. Will we win it? Is probably the question that you're asking. Maybe. I don't know. Probably. I mean, I'd love to think that we can. I really would love to think that we can. But we got to get a striker when Zlatan, obviously, whether he retires at United or not, but when Zlatan leaves, obviously we're going to have to bring in a striker, and we're going to have to bring in a really fucking good striker. Fellaini is the future of Belgium. I think that Butland will be the future. It could be either one, man. It could be Butland or Pickford. I think England are really blessed to have such young, talented goalkeepers in those two. Who needs Messi, man? No one. No one needs Messi. He's bad, says Lionel. Future is the Zlatan of Sweden. Good one. Guardy, would you go to the Chinese Super League for a bag of Skittles? No way, man. Look at what they're paying people. I'd be able to earn some money in the Chinese Super League. You know what I mean? I'd be like, hey, just give me like 100,000 a year. And they'd be like, you mean nothing, pretty much. Joel is leaving. Goodbye, Joel. You're not going to miss out on much. We're pretty much going to end this right about now. He will never stop playing. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Zlatan never stops playing. Alright, guys. Oh, okay. Jacob has just saved the stream. Just. He said, did you see the Palmers versus hashtag drama? I'm glad you brought this up, Jacob, because it was on my mind when it happened. What is the drama? Because I still don't know what these two people are arguing about. First of all, never really heard of Smith or Palmer's. But I do know that they're a Sunday League team or a non-league team. I don't even know what they are, to be honest. But I know that they played hashtag. And then before the video even got put up, there was beef about something. Then you watch the actual game and like Spencer's interviewing Smith and like they're buddy or whatever. So I don't know what happened. You're going to have to fill me in. And fill everyone in, because Mr. AP doesn't know what's going on. UEFA tag United. Yeah, I'd love to know what happened with hashtag. Because honestly, all I saw was Spencer retweeting someone. And then that's when I looked at the tweet that Smith put out. And what I read was that like on Spencer's Instagram account, they made fun of the minute of silence or whatever. That, yeah, that I don't know, that they made fun of the minute of silence that Palmer's did, which is Smith's team, for all of you that don't know what's going on, which was meant to be a minute of silence for the plane crash in Colombia. I think it was in Colombia. So, and then Spencer ended up tweeting True Geordie like, "Hey man, can I come on your podcast and talk about some stuff?" So I don't really care, to be honest, but if Jacob is there, he's probably typing. But Spencer just comes across, and Jake's just said it in the chat. Spencer FC, and I know a lot of people love him, and I used to love his videos. When I was watching him, he was my favorite YouTuber. He comes off as very petty, and the word that Jake used was childish. He comes off as very, very petty to me. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know Smith well enough to know if he's petty as well. I don't know. But from his tweets, he sounded pretty fucking petty. So I don't really know what's going on between them. Jacob hasn't really sent a message, so maybe Jacob's not there. I don't know. Start a career with Manchester United. Well, look, the idea with this Newcastle Career Mode is that we get through it pretty quickly and start moving teams. Like, start moving to different... We probably won't go to Man United with Rafa Benitez, but this save will end and we'll start a new one, and eventually we'll get around to Manchester United. Fellaini to hashtag. He would get them up to the Prem for one season. Yeah. I think it's just non-league football that they play. The Palmers, I watched the game, which I haven't really gone on Spencer's channel for so long, but I actually ended up watching the game between them. The Palmers players were fucking brutal with some of their challenges. Holy shit. They were going in. I'm Norwegian. What's petty, please? Petty, it's like childish. When you argue about something so unimportant, so silly, and you always argue about silly things. That's you're petty if you do that. They were fighting during the hashtag game. Yeah, I saw that. I mean, that's natural, like, right? In a game, in a football game, you're always going to have those moments where you... Like, Spencer got tackled, and it was a bad tackle, and he got up in the other person's face. That's always going to happen. Basically, hashtag were being disrespectful because they didn't include the min silence, and then after the game, they made fun of it. Well, that's how it looks, but Spencer begged to differ. See, I don't know how they made fun of it. That's what I'd like to... What? Were they doing the minute of silence, but then they were smiling and laughing at each other? You know what I mean? Like, how did they make fun of it? That's what I want to know. Because, yeah, I heard Spencer... I saw Smith tweet out that they were making fun of it, but what did he mean by that? Because I wasn't able to watch the Instagram video because I think it was gone. I couldn't find it, so I don't know if he deleted it. But look, at the end of the day, whatever, you guys can discuss it in the chat, but I'm going to turn the stream off now. So, Jacob, if you want to let us know what exactly, if you do know how they were making fun of it, then go ahead. But otherwise, I'm going to end the stream, guys. So, thank you so much for coming out. Another stream knocked out of the park. Hopefully, I can do these every day, but it's not a guarantee. Probably every second day I'll try to jump on especially the days that I don't have work the next day, like today. I don't have work tomorrow, so it makes a lot of sense to stream. So we're getting off a little bit earlier today, but that means I'm going to be able to get some sleep, which I'm excited about. So thank you so much for coming. Jackson, Jake, Patrick, we've had Addy in the chat. Mr. AP's been in here for a long time. Thank you so much for coming out, guys. Jacob, of course, thank you for coming out. Yusuf, Leon, thank you. Kevin as well. Thanks for coming out. And I probably won't be here tomorrow for stream, but the day after, I will probably be here for a stream. Bye, Nemanja. Bye, everybody. Hope you have a good day if you're living in UK. If you're living in the Southern Hemisphere, get some fucking sleep, because I know I am. And yeah, I'll see you guys in a couple days. Bye, guys.